I'm sorry, he is 6 foot, and he is, or 6'1", and he is a senior. Starting at a guard, Trey Radcliffe, averaging 10 points a game, 3 rebounds a game. Trey is 6'1", he is a senior. Starting at another guard, Carlisso Dokes, averaging 9 points a game. He is a senior, averaging a rebound a game. And starting at the other forward, Dakota Thomas. He is 6'4", and he is a senior, and Dakota averaging 5 points a game and 3 rebounds a game. The lineups were brought to you by Charles DeWeese Construction, your local provider for all of your construction, asphalt, and aggregate needs. They can be reached by calling 270-586-9122. The officials for tonight's game, the referee Joe Plunk, the umpires Todd Duff and Spencer Borders. Tonight's introduction of officials brought to you by Compton and Compton Eye Care. And they're located at 403 North College Street, where there's plenty of parking. Compton and Compton Eye Care accepting new patients right now, and they can be reached. Give them a call at 270-586-5181. And we'll be back with the tip-off. You're listening to Wildcat Country Sports. Okay, just give me one. Give it back to me.
All right. All right, coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're ready to tip it off. It'll be Loving to jump against Calvary. Get ready to toss it into the air. Joe Plunk talks to both players. And in the air it goes, and the tip goes to Thomas. Thomas gives it up to Radcliffe. He'll bring it across the timeline for the Wildcats. They go 1-4 as they look over the defense, and looks like a man defense. Payne with it on the left wing. Gives it to Loving at the top of the circle. Back to Radcliffe. Drives. Gives it to ball stolen. Drives all the way down and shots up and no good. Rebound on the floor. Picked up by Loving. Drives all the way down. Stops. Pulls it back out from the free throw line. Jumper up good by Payne. Wildcats up 2-0. Henry with it on the right side. It goes to Brown. Almost stolen and travel call. Put the double team to him, Dokes and Radcliffe, and couldn't get rid of it. A lot of quickness there. And Taveman stands out to throw it in. Gives it to Loving. Brings it to the top of the circle. Works to the right side, back to Radcliffe. To Dokes, wide open for a three, no good. Rebound, stolen by Loving, takes it, drives, lays it in. Rebound in the basket by Loving. Wildcats up 4-0. 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. On the left side, it goes to Artis. In the middle, ball knocked loose and almost stolen. They give it underneath to Calvary. He starts to put it up, shots up and good. 4-2. Radcliffe out front to Loving. To Thomas from the corner. Good for a three.
Dakota's the most unsuspecting looking three-point shooter, and then he just pops
it. He just unloads it, doesn't he? All right, Henry to bring it up. Gives it to Barrow. Barrow to Calvary. Calvary back to Barrow. Puts a three-pointer up long. No good. Rebound by Thomas to Radcliffe. Radcliffe on the run. Gives it to Payne. Payne back out front to Thomas. He fires another three. Got it! 10-2 Wildcats.
Dakota's feeling it.
Yeah, he is. Inside to go to Calvary. Turns, spins, puts the shot up. No good. Tip, no good. Thomas with the rebound to Lovin. Taven across the timeline. Drives all the way down. Puts the shot up. And all kinds of players on the floor. Foul called on Henry, his first. And Lovin will go to the free throw line. He'll be shooting a couple here. Wildcats up 10-2. And first one's good.
I think there were 4 bodies on the floor after that particular trip.
I'm telling you, scattered out. Lovin back at the line. And got it. 4 points for Taven. And the lead is at 10. Down the floor, they give it to Calvary. And out front with it is Barrow. Barrow drives, pulls it back out, gives it to Artis. Artis, top of the circle, goes to the right side. Go inside the Calvary, back to Artis, shots up, no good. Rebound by Radcliffe. Wildcats on the run. All the way down, deep in the corner. Three-pointer up, got it. Dokes with a three. And Wildcats up 15-2, a 13-point lead. A timeout by Todd County. We're going to see what the football score was, and they're got an advertisement going on there.
It doesn't start till 8, does it?
I have no idea.
I think they've been showing last year's.
It starts at 7 our time. It's 8, I think, Eastern time. I wouldn't swear to it. I noticed one of our officials has had an eye on it since early. 15-2, Wildcats with the lead. 4:45 left in the first quarter of play. All right, Todd County brings it in.
Full court pressure.
Artis with it. Ball's almost stolen, but Harris with it. It is stolen by Lovin all the way down to Dokes. Lays it up good. Dokes with 5 points. Assist goes to Lovin. 17-2.
Kick that right into the hands of Dakota.
Bauer stands out to pass it in for the Rebels. And inbounds it comes to Calvert. I don't remember him from last year.
I don't remember him either.
Pretty good sized young man underneath. And shots blocked, but a foul. Foul called on Thomas, his first, team first, and to the free throw line will be Henry. Be shooting a couple. Roby and Utsi and Raglan and Bass and and let's see, the other one is Moody.
We have deployed our secret weapon, Aliuzzi.
Yep. Dickerson checks in for Todd.
And our smiling guy, Jordan.
Yep, free throws up. Good by Henry. Got them both. And Roby in the backcourt with it. Josiah to Ragland. Up to Utsi. Ollie drives all the way down, gives it to Bass. Cross to Roby to Moody. Moody to Ragland. And back out to Josiah. Roby to Moody. Moody drives, stops, gives it in the corner to Roby. Underneath to Bass, knocked loose. Henry brings it up. Down on the left side, Barrow with it, drives, shots up and good.
What he had to put some arch on that thing with Uchi standing there in front of him.
He's their leading scorer, averaging 14 a game. Roby gives it to Utsi, to Bass. Bass drives, puts a short jumper up, bounces, no good. Tipped up and in by Utsi. Fifth Wildcat to score, 19-6 Wildcats. Barrow with it out near the timeline. Goes to the left side and passes back out. Another new guy in the ball game is Weathers. Shots up, no good. Utsi high in the air for that one, on the run. Roby with it. Drives, passes it, no, knocked out of bounds by Todd, but a foul call. Henry picks up his second foul. Josiah goes to the free throw line. I thought he was passing it around myself, but anyway, missed the first free throw. Calvary back in, and also checking in number 3 is Foster for Todd.
Henry picked up his second foul. They can't afford to lose him.
Averaging 7 points and a couple of rebounds. And on the right side, the Barra goes into Calvary. Calvary back to Barra, puts a jumper up from the side, no good. Bass couldn't get the handle on it. Moody with the steal, gives it to Ragland, and down to Roby, overthrew him. 20-6, Wildcats up.
Grace Clark, the little photographer sitting in the floor down there, I bet her eyes were as big as silver dollars with Josiah running right at her.
All right, Weathers with it. Gives it to Barra, double team, back to Weathers. Looks at the shot, can't get it. Barra fires one up from out, no good. Tip, no good. Tip, no good. And Weathers underneath, shoots it back up over his head, and Bass brings it out to Roby on the run. Gives it to Utsi, back to Roby, to Ragland, up, no good. Tip up, Utsi, no good, brings it down, and knocked out of his hands, and it will go to Wildcats underneath. I think Utsi got one in the mouth.
Yeah,
the way
I think
it
he did.
looks. All right, Roby out to pass it in into Utsi. Heads for the basket. Backs out, fires up a 3, short, no good. Bass tried to save it, but it was already out of bounds. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Weathers will bring it up for Todd County. Minute 56 left in the first quarter. The starters check back in for the Wildcats. And shot, blocked by Utsi, out of bounds. Calvary went up, and he's looking around like, where'd that come from, the sky or what?
Well, it might as well have been, because when Ollie goes up and stretches full stretch, it's pretty big.
All right, Wildcats with their starters back in. Barrow with it. Sends it in to Foster and back out to Barrow and then to Weathers. Payne out on him. Weathers tries to drive, dribbles behind his back, fires one up, good.
Pretty nice little move.
Wasn't bad. 20-8, Wildcats with the lead at 1:19 left in the first quarter of play. To Lovin and over to Payne. Payne to Dokes out behind the 3 line. Gives it back to Dakota. And to Ragland. Dakota with another 3. Got it. Third 3, he's got 9 with 50 seconds left in the first quarter. 23-8 underneath. Pass it back out. 3-point shot up, good by Foster. 23-11, Wildcats, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Ragland dribbling. students really having a little fun over that. As soon as Joe starts the count, why, Trey makes a move, gives it into Lovin. Takes the turn, spin, three-point up, no good. Rebound taken by Payne, fires one up, and no basket, no foul, and we come to the end of the first quarter. Wildcats up 23-11. We'll be right back here listening to Wildcat Country Sports.
Okay.
2, please.
All right.
Oh. We're shooting 57.1% from 2 and 57.1% from 3.
That ain't bad. We did set a record in that tournament for up in Louisville, 80%. So D said. Not bad shooting for a game, is it?
Nope,
Coming
it's
back
not.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
23-11 the score. Wildcats with the lead. They go inside the Calvary. Back out to Weathers. Puts the three up. No good. Rebound Thomas. Smacked out of his hands, but they say it went off of him. 5 starters in for the Wildcats. And Barrow looking to get it in. In deep it comes to Foster. Foster to Weathers. Weathers out front. Works to the left side to Foster. Foster goes inside to Calvary. Calvary turns, spins, puts a shot up, bounces good. 4 points. Radcliffe down the floor. Drives all the way in, passes it out in the corner. Dokes drives, gives it to Lovin. Back to Dokes. Back to Payne. Payne drives in, puts a jumper up, good. Just a hair quicker than they are, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Weathers with it out front. Goes to the free throw line, goes back up underneath, shots up, no good. Rebound by Lovin. Taven on the run. Wildcats all the way down, stops, puts a shot up, no good, but he's fouled. Foul called on Weathers, his first, and that's team third. And Lovin at the free throw line, he's got 4 points. And got the free throw, 6 points. Dickerson checks back in for Todd County. Lovin back at the free throw line. And got them both. Weathers will bring it up across the timeline. Payne out on him, gives it on the right side, stolen by Radcliffe. Drives all the way down, puts a shot up, good, and a foul.
That shows the strength of Trey. He had him by the arm, jerking him, and he still had the strength to get the basket, get the ball up, and get the basket.
Absolutely right. Weathers' second foul, and free throw is good. 30-13. Weathers dribbles the ball, gives it to Calvary. He turns, spins, gives it back to Weathers down in the corner, and they go in the middle. Ball stolen. Slap loose, and
That was pretty good, too.
hey, a little guy juggling act.
What we're laughing at, folks, Taven just threw the ball straight up in the air and without looking up, reached behind him and caught it behind his back.
Barrow with it. trying to get it in. Down in the corner it comes to Mims. Calvary turns, puts a shot up, blocked by Lovin. Taven right down the middle, underneath to Radcliffe, down in the corner to Payne. Payne to Dokes. Dokes to Lovin, down in the corner. Thomas with another three, bounces, bounced out on him. 30-13 the score. Barra foul by Dokes.
Real quick, James, in the first quarter, they were 4 of 13 from the field for 30.8%, 1 of 3 from 3 points for 33%. Wildcats 8 of 14 from the field for 57%, 4 of 7 from 3-point for 57%. Wildcats 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 75%. We out-rebounded them 11-4.
Utsi and Roby in for the Wildcats to Calvary. Puts it up good. 6 points for John Calvary. He's averaging 13 a game. Radcliffe drives down, puts a shot up, no good. Foul called on Foster. It's a team 5th. Radcliffe to Dokes. Dokes to Lovin, out behind the 3 line. Drives right down the middle and puts a shot up, but a foul.
James, we're just too quick. They're trying to grab us as we go by.
Mims picks up his first. That's the 6th team foul. And Roby out to pass it in to Lovin. And a jump ball called and we'll go to the Wildcats underneath again. Ball came into Lovin and Mims. And shots up, no good. Rebound by Radcliffe, though. As Calvary was trying to get a jump on it, no good. High in the air. Ball back to Utsi, puts it up, no good. And Roby chases it down. 15-point lead for the Wildcats, 30-15, 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Roby to Lovin, puts it up and in. Nice assist by Roby and basket by Lovin. 8 points for Taven. Averaging 25 a game. The ball goes into the middle. Turns, spins, shots blocked. Lovin to Dokes. Down the floor to Roby to Radcliffe, lays it up, no good, off the front of the rim. Wow.
It sure was pretty, though.
Sure was. And there's a long three-pointer up, got it. Foster, his second three, 32-18 Wildcats. Josiah across the timeline to Radcliffe on the right wing. Looks inside, gives it back to Lovin. Back to Roby. Roby to Lovin. Turns, spins, fakes, and got foul. No call. Golly.
Is that not a foul?
Barrow drives all the way down. Stolen. Lovin to Roby. Drives, puts it up. No good. Rolled off the front. A little bit too far under. Barrow drives all the way down. Shots up and a foul. Bass will check in as Utsi picks up his first foul. And Barrow goes to the free throw line. His first trip there. He's got 2 points. He'll be shooting a couple. 32-18. Wildcats with the lead at 3:46 in the second quarter. And free throws up, no good. Bass and Ragland check in, and Dokes will check out along with I thought Ragland, well.
I was looking all over the floor making sure we didn't have 6.
I did too. Second free throw is good. 1.5 as they try to press. Radcliffe brings it across the timeline finally. drives down the middle, gives it to Utsi, to Roby, to Bass, top of the circle, to Roby, drives in, lays the shot up, no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for a couple. Foul called on Elijah Bell, his first. Josiah is 1 of 2 from the line. Got the first one. 33-19. Got the second one. He's 3 out of 4. 3:25 left in the second quarter. Ball almost stolen by Ragland. Barra trying to dribble it. Drives down the middle, passes on the left side. Jump shot up good.
3.
By Foster, his third 3. He's got 9. Roby into Ragland. Back out to Roby. Fires a 3 up. No good. Rebound. And Bass with the foul. Rebound taken by Artis, and he'll go to the free throw line. No, sorry. Won't go to the free throw line. The 4th team foul by the Wildcats. 34-22. Barrow with it. Brings it across the line. Ragland on him. They go underneath. Ball on the floor, picked up by Ragland. Down in the corner to Radcliffe, drives back out front to Roby. Looks at another 3, doesn't take it. And knocked out of bounds by the Rebels. Roby out to pass it in. And deep to to Bass. And Ragland drives, lays it up in, or Radcliffe drives, lays it up and in, his 5th point. 36-22. Barrow drives all the way down. Underneath, shots up, no good. Rebound Bass. Gives it up to Ragland. To Roby. To Radcliffe, top of the circle. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Ragland drives, gives it over to Roby. Roby drives, passes underneath, shots up by Bass, up and in. I think that one got about halfway blocked on the way up. 38-22 Wildcats. Minute 40 left in the quarter, second quarter. Barra shot up, no good. Rebound by Utsi. And Thomas back in. And Lovin back in.
Well, Jordan Bass went out on the floor grinning, and he came back off the floor grinning. I believe the boy grins in his sleep.
He probably does. Roby will bring it up the floor on an inbounds pass from Ragland across the timeline. Top of the circle to Radcliffe. Drives in, gives it to Lovin, but knocked loose from the back. Roby picks it up, gives it to Thomas in the corner to Roby, and back out to Radcliffe. Too many R's there. Talk to the coach about that. And a slam dunk to Taven Lovin, one-handed. Down it goes.
Was it Radcliffe that
yeah. Radcliffe threw him the setup on that. All right, Radcliffe with the foul. 40-22 to Calvert. Turns, spins, puts the shot up, partially blocked. And ball knocked loose. Josiah after it. And the ball belongs to the Wildcats. Dokes comes in with 31 seconds. Payne comes in. Roby comes out. Good hustle by Josiah. Radcliffe goes out. So the 5 starters in the game for the Wildcats, 40-22. And it comes to Radcliffe. To Dokes, looks at the 3, goes into Taven. Turns, spins, puts a shot up, no good, gets his own rebound and gets hammered. Mims picks up his second, and Taven goes to the free throw line. Shoot 2. He has 10 points. And got it.
He ought to have gotten 6 for that slam dunk on the lob from.
That should be worth more than just 2, shouldn't it?
I tell you, and it was perfectly thrown by Radcliffe. Just put it right where it needed to be.
23 seconds left in the first quarter, and Taven back at the line, puts it up and missed that one. Down the floor, and ball stolen by Radcliffe to Lovin. Taven all the way down, drives, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. He'll go back to the free throw line.
It's going to be number 2. I feel for the young man. He's about, I don't know, 8 inches shorter than Taven, trying to, and you know, if you're the same height as Taven trying to guard him, it's a nightmare.
2 more free throws for Lovin, puts it up in the air and bounced out. Back for his second free throw, eyes the basket, and up, and that one's short. 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Barrow. Long three-pointer up, bounces, no good. Rebound by Dokes, and the horn goes off. Wildcats go to the dressing room leading it 41-22, and we will be back with the scoring and the stats for you. You're listening to see how much our Wildcats have improved since that first game. So no football game on TV tomorrow night, so you can come on up and watch the Wildcats take on Monroe County. The Lady Cats take on Monroe County. Barrow with it will pass it inbounds to Weathers. Weathers back to Barrow. Over to Weathers. Back to Barrow. Down in the corner, ball kicked by Payne. 5 starters in the game for both teams here. Down in the corner, it goes to Foster, and shots up by Calvary, no good. Rebound by Lovin. Number 6 in the total for him. Over in the corner to Dokes, lines up a 3, got it. Well, that's a good way to start the second half. 8 points for Carlisso, and they've doubled the score, 44-22. Ball knocked out of bounds by Lovin. They passed it into Calvary. Calvary, a pretty good-sized young man.
Yes, he is.
And only a sophomore. Inbounds, Weathers up with a 3, no good, and Thomas with the rebound. Payne with it. Jump shot up from the lane, no good. Rebound, gets his own, brings it back out, gives it to Dokes. Looks underneath, over in the corner, Radcliffe with a 3. Shots up, no good. Rebound by Payne, up, no good. Tipped out. Barrow with it. Brings it down the floor. Good defense by Dokes. Cut him off, and they have to pass it back out to Weathers. Down in the corner it goes, and a travel called. Go ahead.
You said that Calvary was a sophomore?
Yes.
Did he play last year as a freshman, maybe?
I
remember they had a big freshman.
That's him, because he had on a leather jacket. I saw him when he come, a leather jacket.
He's
got leather
changed,
sleeves.
Yeah, I understand. He's changed some from last year, but
very nice looking young man. Lovin with a jump shot up, got it. Just step back and free throw line and let her fly. And Lovin called for a foul, his first. 46-22 Wildcats. 14-point lead. 24-point lead, sorry. Shots up underneath, rolls in good by Henry. Todd County's first basket of the second half. We played 2 minutes. Radcliffe across the timeline. And to Dokes. Loving with it. Weathers on him and a foul.
Remember when we were at Todd Central last year at the halftime? That guy came flying out of the stands.
About that. Wonder if that guy's here.
Kyle Harris checks in.
And for Todd County, Kyle Harris, one of the starters, checks back in the game. In deep to Radcliffe. To Dokes underneath the Lovin. Turns, spins, puts it off the glass, rolls in good.
Nice move.
One of many, huh?
Yes. Wish I had $1 for all of his nice moves.
And that's a true. Ball stolen by Radcliffe. Drives all the way down, lays it up good. 7 points for Trey. 50-24.
Coach Johnson must not believe in timeouts.
Well,
why?
Yeah. They give it to Calvary in the middle. Drives, puts it up good. Very nice move by that young man. Not a bad player.
No, he's not.
Lovin down in the corner to Thomas. Drives on Calvary, puts the shot up. No good, but a foul.
Rebel foul called on Tremaine Henry. His fourth.
That's fourth foul.
Dakota Thomas is blind.
Why is he guarding all of the tall guys?
Yeah, he's not as tall as I am.
Two free throws here, and Thomas gets the first one. He's in double figures at 10.
For the Rebels.
32 in.
Dickerson checks back in. And second free throws up and good. All right, Barrow with it. Gets it into Harris. Harris in the backcourt. And a little push off there by Harris, but that's all right. Over to Barrow. He drives down the middle underneath the Calvary, threw it away. Tried to get it to Calvary, and 52-26, Wildcats with the lead, nearly halfway through the third quarter. Radcliffe to the right wing, to Dokes back out front. And back to Radcliffe. To Lovin, turns, spins, can't get a shot off to Radcliffe. Almost had the dunk open to Thomas. Thomas with another three, got it. Dakota Thomas. And shot blocked, and Payne called for the foul, his first. Up in Louisville, that's not a foul, that's just a touch, isn't it? Yeah. Dickerson goes to the free throw line.
Trey Dickerson's line.
Be shooting a couple. Got it. Oh, man. First 5 out, second 5 in. Raglan, Roby, and Moody, and Bass, and who's the other one under the basket? Utsi. Free throw's good, 55-28. As Roby will walk it up across the line. Right side to Raglan, back to Roby. Down in the corner to Moody. Will fires a three up, no good. Rebound by Barrow. Brings it right down the middle, sets up, shots up, no good. Rebound by Utsi, high in the air. Underneath to Moody, lays it up good.
Very nice.
Wildcat basket by Will Moody.
And didn't see who made that pass. Was it Ragland?
Yes.
57-28. Down in the corner, shots up, bounces no good. Bass tipped, but rebound went to Harris. He put it up and in. His first basket of the night. Roby with it. 3:26 left in the third. Cross courted to Utsi down in the corner. To Bass, turns, spins, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Dickerson to Barrow. Barrow across the timeline. Drives all the way down, and Ragland blocked the shot. And Moody ends up with it on a tip by Ragland. And no foul call. Could have been. Ragland all the way down with it. Passes to Bass. Bass to Moody. Looks at the three, doesn't take it. Back to Utsi. He drives. And a foul called on Harris. Had a strange look on his face, didn't he?
He did.
And Roby stands out to pass it in. 57-30, Wildcats with the lead. Underneath the Bass, and he gets fouled. Artis with the foul, and Bass at the free throw line. Puts it in there. Got it. Jordan Bass with 3 points. When they take a break at the quarter, I'll have to count and see how many Wildcats in the scoring column here. Bass puts it in the air, bounces no good. Utsi with the rebound, lays it up and in. Ollie Utsi with his 4th point.
That brought Taven Levin off the bench to cheer that one.
60-30, 30-point lead for the Wildcats. And out front is Weathers. He passes underneath. They cross-courted over in the corner to Barrows. And a foul on the Wildcats. Ragland drew the foul, his first. 2:24 left in the third quarter. Looking to get the ball in. Threw it away. Moody gets it to Ragland. Ragland pitches it out to Bass. Bass to Ragland. He'll bring it up the floor. Across the timeline to Roby. Down in the corner, Moody for a three. Bounces no good. Rebound by Dickerson. For Todd. Barrow all the way down. Passes out. Jump shot up. No good. Rebound. High in the air, and it will be off of Wildcats, I guess. 60-30 Wildcats. Minute 56 left in the third. Todd to pass it in. Barrow with it. Ragland on him. Drives, lays shot up and in. Barrow.
Got a step on him that time.
Yep, his 5th point. He's averaging 14 a game. 60-32 Wildcats. Ragland down in the corner to Moody. Moody gives it back out to Ragland. Over to Roby. Roby cross courts it to Moody. Open for a three. In and out. Rebound by Barrow. Barrow on the run. Brings it across the line. Ragland after him. Passes back out to Harris. And inside it goes. Ball stolen by Utsi. Knocked loose and then threw it away. Tried to get it to Moody. Ball on the floor, and Moody comes up with it and shots up and good, and a foul on Utsi.
Basket by Sharp is good. And Wildcat foul called on Ollie Utsi.
Sharp with the basket.
Second, team fourth.
and got the free throw.
Tell you what, you give Todd Central a lot of credit. They play hard, buddy, and they are doing everything they can do.
That's right. And Roby to Ragland. Down in the corner to Utsi. Utsi dribbles, passes to Bass. To Moody. He moves out a little bit. There you go. Will Moody with a three, his 5th point. 28 seconds left. Barrow will bring it up. Wildcats drop back. Ragland meets Barrow at the timeline. Drives on him, pulls him back out. Ball almost knocked loose, but Harris comes out with it down in the corner. And ball stolen by Roby. Josiah drives all the way down to Ragland, passes it back into Moody. Moody puts a shot up, just short at the buzzer. Wildcats lead at 63-35. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter. You're listening to Wildcat Country Sports. Okay, just give me 2.
All right.
Oh, Jordan couldn't resist checking the football score.
They scored.
A touchdown or a field goal?
All right, coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Roby with it down in the corner. Tay Jones with a 3 up, no good. Blackwell with it, gives it to Roby. He puts a 3 up, no good. Tip and off of Blackwell, I believe. Sam Blackwell, Tay Jones, Josiah Roby, Ollie Utsi, and Pritchard. Kyler Pritchard in the game for the Wildcats. Barrow all the way down. 3-point shot up good by Harris. Roby across the timeline gives it over to Pritchard. Pritchard drives. Ball slapped loose, stolen, and Barrow down. Lays it up, good, and a foul. Foul called on Utsi, his 3rd. And good with the free throw. 63-41 Wildcats. 7 minutes left in the game. Josiah brings it across the line. Looks over to Pritchard. Gives it to him. Down in the corner to Jones. Cross courts it to Roby. Down to Blackwell with a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound by Todd County. Down in the corner. It goes, drives underneath, shots up, no good. Rebound by Blackwell. And the foul called on Harris. That'll be his 2nd. And team 5th. Pritchett and Roby to bring the ball up the floor for the Wildcats. Pritchett with it. Down the corner to Jones. Tay to Roby. Back to Jones. Now nobody moving. They pass it into Utsi. Gives it out to Jones. Drives the baseline. Gives it back to Utsi. Back out to Blackwell. He drives. Ball slapped loose from the back and stolen. Rager with it. Ball goes inside. And then they pass it back out. Another 3-point shot up good by Harris.
Gonna have to come out on him. And we're gonna have to protect the ball on our end.
Yeah. To Pritchett. Back over to Blackwell. To Roby on the baseline and knocked out of bounds. And so with the score 63-44, the 5 starters come back in for the Wildcats with 5:46 left.
If you Todd Central, aren't you thinking, oh man?
And so here come the starters back in for Todd County.
Leave Harris in after he hit those threes.
Well, actually, Barrow comes out, and he's a starter. Lovin gives it in to Radcliffe. 5:43 left in the game. 63-44 Wildcats. They've led by as much as 30. Dokes to Lovin, into Payne, to Thomas down in the corner. To Radcliffe. Gets double teamed underneath to Payne. Gets the ball, gives it to
Short.
Shot was short by Thomas. Up the floor it comes. And all over the floor. And finally the Wildcats chase it down as Weathers. Alley-oop to Lovin, but the guy's all over him. And Dakota gets the rebound, puts it back up and in. Shots up, no good. Rebound by Lovin. Taven on the run with it. Up to Radcliffe. Stops, pulls it back out. Threw it to Payne, but Payne was on the move, and Wildcats throw it away over and back. 65-44. Shots up, no good. Rebound. And it goes out of bounds and belongs to Todd County. I don't know what that was all about.
Henry just threw his arms up in the air like, of course, he was laying on the floor. So.
Yeah. Sharp back in the ball game for Todd County. And in bounds it comes. Back to Weathers. And get a shot off underneath. Ball stolen by Dokes. Good ball handling there.
Yep.
Down to Radcliffe. Drives for the basket. Gets it out in the corner to Thomas, to Lovin, top of the circle. Back to Radcliffe. On the wing, back to Lovin, top of the circle. Back to Radcliffe. Down in the corner, Thomas. Well, they double teamed him and took it away from him. I don't know how you can call that a block. He was backing down and the guy was running over him, and you don't have to get out of his way, you know.
Well, if poor Dakota wasn't fouled down here, that certainly wasn't a foul.
Yeah. All right, Weathers with it. I think they just want to get it over. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Wildcats up 65-44. And ball thrown away off of the hands of Sharp. He was the guy doing all of the good stuff there for a while for him. To Lovin, down in the corner to Thomas. Back out to Radcliffe. To Dokes, lines up a three. Bingo! Carlisso. 11 points for him. He's in double figures. Weathers with it. Fires a three-pointer up and no good. Rebound by Payne. Payne on the run. All the way down. Stops. Gives it down in the corner. Dokes underneath to Lovin. Taven turns, spins, puts a shot up good and a foul.
Basket by Lovin is good. Rebel foul called on Colin Sharp. His first, team's sixth.
70-44, and the second 5 comes in with the exception of Will Moody, and he'll replace Lovin when he shoots his, if he hits a free throw here. And in the air, short. Rebound by Todd Central down in the corner. A long three-pointer up short and no good. Rebound by Lovin. And battling it, and Bash gets the rebound. Utsi all the way down. Drives, lays it up. Good! Drove the length of the floor. And Taven will come in and come out, and Moody checks in. 72-44. Down in the corner, Barrow has shot blocked by Moody. Utsi with it. And finally they call the foul on Barrow. The student section giving him a little razz, I guess. He kind of smiles about it. Bass has got Duff laughing. Utsi at the free throw line. Shooting one in the bonus in the air. Got it. Be back for the second one.
Utsi gave Barrow a look, and it was like Jordan said, "You better come on down here and stand with me, son."
Blackwell and Tay Jones and Pritchard check in. Josiah checks out. Bash checks out.
Tell you what, one of the up-and-comers I think will be Pritchett.
And in the air, got them both. 8 points for Ali Utsi, and a good job off the bench for him again tonight. 74-44, lead back out to 30 and 2:37 left in the game. And across the line is Nolan for Todd County. Down in the corner, a three-point shot up, no good. Rebound to Blackwell. Gives it up to Ragland. Ragland across the line to Pritchett. Drives down the middle, throws a runner up, no good. Rebound by Todd. They'll bring it up across the line as Rager's got it. Gives it down in the corner to Henry. Back out to Rager. Drives, loses the ball, stolen by Moody. Moody on the run all the way down, gets it back. Looked like it got foul, ball on the floor. And it will be a jump ball. Elijah Bell checks in the ball game. The ball belongs to Todd Central, and they'll bring it to the length of the floor with 1:49 left. (74-44), 1:48 left in the game. Been a rather quick game, Steve.
Everybody wants to go watch a football game.
That's right, including the officials. 3-point shot up, air ball, no good. Rebound by Pritchett. He brings it across the timeline. Stops the top of the circle. Tay Jones with a three-pointer up, no good. Rebound, run down by Moody. Gives it back out to Pritchett. To Tay Jones down in the corner. Sam with a three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken out by Ragland. He gives it out to Jones. To Moody. He tries a three-pointer, no good. They all rimmed in and out. Minute left in the game. Down the floor, Todd County with it. McCuston with it. Drives and passes on the right side. Ball almost knocked loose. Walk, no call. Shots up, no good. Blackwell with the block. And the rebound. And he gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line for one in the bonus.
Sam's done a good job going in, and he's really hit the boards pretty hard.
He definitely has. Needs to see if he can get in the scoring column here with this free throw. Got it.
Puts that ball on his
1, 2,
hip.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of 13 players have gotten into the and rolls the second one in, gotten into the scoring column. 50 seconds left in the game. Todd County up the floor. Ooh, he whipped that one across there. Out of bounds. Say Wildcats last to touch it. Nolan stands out to put it in for Todd. 48 seconds left. Ball stolen by Blackwell. Gets fouled, and he'll go back to the free throw line. Hey, official looking at the football game. That's okay. We're watching it too. Blackwell puts it in the air. Short, no good. Ragland with the foul on the rebound.
He says, I'm a little guy on the floor. I got to get some advantage.
Looks over at the bench and gives them a big smile. 44 seconds left. 76-44. Wildcats with the big lead. Now the other official's looking at the football game. He wants to know what the score is. 76-44. Free throw up. No good. Blackwell with the rebound. Gives it to Jones. Tay brings it across the timeline. All the way down to the free throw line to Pritchett. Drives in, puts a shot up, no good. Tip, no good. And battle for it on the floor, and
Sam has battled, I'm telling you.
He has, hasn't he? Pritchett stands out to throw it in for the Wildcats. Up in the air, Blackwell with it. Turns, spins off the glass, good. Sam with his 4th point. 21 seconds left. Drives, puts a shot up, no good. Blackwell with the rebound. Sam brings it up the floor. Drives, gives it out to Moody. And Moody will hold it as the clock runs down, and Todd Central will walk off the floor. And the final score, 78 for the Wildcats and 44 for Todd Central. We'll be back with the scoring and stats for you right after these messages. You're listening to Wildcat Country Sports. How many you need?
I need 5.
Okay.
The boys will play the first game.
Boys playing the first game tomorrow night. Is that what they said?
20th for homecoming.
January 20th. Like to thank all fans about tonight to support their favorite team.
Reminds me of Davis. He talks about stuff that's going to happen in a month from now.
Good night.
Good night.